Hello everyone, welcome back. Today's an exciting day because we have a mug of tea and we also have our Fedco Scion order. Just came in this weekend, so I'm filming this on Saturday, which is the second Saturday in March 2023. So your Scions come in a bag, in a plastic bag. As you can see, it's a little tricky to get open first time, at least for me, for some reason. I have a number of Scions in here. What Scions are essentially is they are clips of the new growth from last year of an apple or a pear or a pawpaw or whatever it might be. And so this is what it looks like when they come. You get the sticks. This is one called Screenshot, which was described as horrifically bitter, tannic, inedible, but really good for cider. So I thought I really want to get into making some cider, and so I ordered that one from. It's a Fedco exclusive, I think. This one's called Pear. That's just a really nice size, delectable pear from what I've heard. I've never had that variety, but I've also never tried grafting pears, and I wanted to give it a try, so I thought, why not? These are all going to go on our multi-grafted trees. Stacyville pear is another really rare pear that's round and I guess tastes citrusy. I've never had that one either. It just sounded really cool. So I thought, hey, if I'm going to graft a pear, let's do a rare one. We have an Anjou and a Bartlett in our yard already. This is Kingston Black Apple. And so that one's a really fat branch. You can see, I'll show you with another one. That's a monster. They've never sent one that big before. One of the things that you'll see when we'll make some videos on grafting these, but look at the difference between like a typical like chestnut crab on the left there and the Kingston Black on the right. That's it. It's not a big deal. You just use different grafting techniques. You could almost graft that one to that one. That's how big the thing is, the Kingston Black. But Kingston Black is a famous cider apple. I think it tastes. It's not really edible. I mean, you can eat any apple. They're not going to hurt you. It's just some are really tannic and really astringent, but they make good cider. Kingston Black is one of those. I think it has a really strong like anise flavor, at least to me, that when you eat it fresh, but it also makes fantastic cider. Chestnut crab is one. I have one little bit of this growing on our multi-grafted tree, and I wanted to do some more because chestnut crab is an edible crab apple. They're all edible, but it's just a really sweet and nutty crab apple. McCown is a classic. Most of our apples are rare or unusual. McCown is not. I just like McCown. It's not one of my favorites, but I do like it. It's probably one of my top 30, I guess you'd say, since we're growing it. Pomme Gris, which is an heirloom. This one is a really cool, russety, small dessert apple, really intense flavor. A little bit like a smaller version of a golden russet, maybe, I guess you could say, but it has its own characteristics. It's been a couple of years since we've had a really good Pomme Gris, so I want to graft one to our multi-grafted apple tree. This one is called Frostbite. That's a crazy apple. It's a smaller apple, really intense flavor, super sweet, crispy, fun, just a fun apple. Again, these are all going to go on our one multi-grafted apple tree. I think I have like 20 varieties on there already, so we're going to add all these to it. Dabinette, which is another cider apple. Not really edible, fresh. I mean, you can eat it, but you wouldn't be able to. Very astringent, very sour, very intense. So when you have these, you want to graft them in May, once around here anyway, once the tree starts to wake up and leaf out a little bit. So in the meantime, they have to be stored. So I just put them back in the bag, give them a tiniest, and I do mean tiniest little spritz of water. That's it, just like that. It's plenty. So you're just trying to keep them from drying out, essentially. So sealed in the bag, that moisture isn't going to go anywhere. It'll be trapped in there. So get all the air out, wrap them up really tight, seal them up, and we're going to want to stick these in the refrigerator. Try to keep them away from fruits and vegetables, so don't put them in like a produce crisper. If you have a separate refrigerator, that's a good place. Do not put them in the freezer because that will end up killing them. But a refrigerator just like that works just fine. So you just set them in there, and then first week of May comes around, at least where we are in Zone 5. That's a good time to graft, and so we'll make some videos showing what to do with these and how you put these on a tree and get them going. So thank you for watching. We hope to see you again soon.